Jill Valentine has one of the best butts in gaming, and in Resident Evil Revelations, the HD remaster of the original 3DS version, you get to stare at it the entire game in glorious HD! But seriously, Resident Evil Revelations blew my mind on the 3DS, boasting some of the 3DS's best graphics and a downright scary Resident Evil game that you could play on the go. Just as a quick note, the only Resident Evil games I have played through are Resident Evil 4 and Resident Evil Revelations, so I don't really have my own opinions on how Revelations compares to other Resident Evil titles, other than what I've heard from friends that have played them or read on the internet. But recent Resident Evil games have become a lot more action-focused, whereas the older titles like the first Resident Evil were focused more on creepy set pieces and survival. Revelations brings back the more atmospheric survival elements of the Resident Evil series, much like the recent Resident Evil 7. Capcom's teams have always done a fantastic job creating extremely detailed locales, and I think Revelations' cruise ship location does a great job to make you feel claustrophobic, alone, and scared. Monsters can slide out of the air ducts at any moment, or pop out from a bathroom stall after dropping an A-bomb just to ruin your day. Revelations does a brilliant job of building up the suspense moment by moment. You know shit's about to go down, and the closer you get to your next objective point, the more your heart starts to race, the more jumpy you get, until finally some crazy boob monster slides out of the air duct sprinting at you trying to make out and waste all your ammo. And then after all the stress, you beat the monster and you clear the chapter. I really enjoyed the chapter breaks. It gives you a moment to catch your breath and gather your wits before diving back into the Queen Zenobia for another terror-filled field trip. Each chapter kind of feels like an episode of a TV show with a previously on segment before each chapter, which is a tad annoying during long play sessions, but a godsend when you're picking the game back up after a few days or weeks hiatus and you've forgotten what had happened previously. It also works well for the handheld side of things, much like it did on the 3DS, giving you smaller chunks of the larger game to tackle when you've got a bit of free time on a lunch break or on the bus. Raid mode is also a super great addition. Essentially, you run and gun through different levels taken from the campaign, killing zombies and collecting battle points so you can upgrade or buy guns and customize them with different custom parts. Also, you can play another level and do the same thing over again. It's quite fun and addictive, and there's loads of different enemy abilities to keep things fresh on each run through a level. I only wish there was split-screen co-op rather than only having online or local play with another Switch, but I'm still going to spend a lot of time mowing down zombies on my own. And one of my favorite parts of the entire game is the fact that you can actually customize your guns. As you make your way through the Queen Zenobia, you find custom parts that you can attach to your gun to increase the fire rate or chance of a critical hit, as well as the whole ship feels like a big puzzle, making you want to thoroughly explore and get all the custom parts and ammo. There are always just enough items to help you along your way as long as you're scanning each area. I absolutely love thorough exploration, and Revelations makes me want to explore every single nook and cranny. In order to find items, you have to be scanning quite consistently, but it's something I really enjoy. Also, if you scan enough enemies, you get a green herb out of it, which is always a plus, considering most of my playthrough looks like this. That's really all I've got to say. I absolutely love this game, despite its minor flaws.
I hate snow! Snow hates you.
And for 20 bucks, it's a must-have for anybody that owns a Switch.
So quickly. This virus is more powerful than I had thought.
And as always, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, maybe subscribe if you want to see some more stuff from me, and leave a comment below telling me what your favorite sandwich is. And don't forget, never put a zip tie around your windpipe.